what it is. Once again, we are back with them Hollywood trades. I'm on Bitcoin. I released a chart on this Bitcoin. Uh, Something about this low range low acting as support. This one here. This was before this dip. Right here, and as I was thinking that it would act as a buy point, it has not retested that level that it uh, dipped into the imbalance. I kind of almost expected to again, because right now we're developing like multiple CRs. Like this is the mother range right here. This is the mother body, as I have it highlighted for sure. But I don't know what I'm expecting here. It's like the whole crypto market is in this mode, sort of, kinda ish, maybe. And it does have a lot, obviously, to do with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the big bro. So I know, Roland, you were saying that you guys were looking for Bitcoin guys. I am. I did not think that I was a Bitcoin guy until November when the retrace happened at 67 near the ATH, the previous ATH, and I seen that. It was like so perfect of a fib retracement down here when it happened, way down here. It was so perfect of a Fibonacci retracement. Where's that thing at? Oh yeah, way back here, right? This one here. When this happened, back in November, right at the election time, and all the technicals. Again, I had all this marked. I will always mark the same things over and over. You'll see, and so I seen this bullish block right here, previous, as I call it, previous bearish candle below the range, and I seen it did its impulse. It corrected all of this, created its balanced price range, and then it dipped into all of this, balanced this price range as well. I didn't mark any of that because I was in the moment when this happened, and I was so happy to catch this entry literally right here. Yeah, it's like a Saturday. It's like this Saturday. I was like, hold on, wait, this is crazy. And then it did this. It swept that low. It balanced that price range, and I knew it's again balanced price range, right? Entry. That's what I just simply. It's just a simple thing for me at this point. And so, seeing that, I was able to catch all that, and I actually sold. I threw a deviation. Right at it's like at 90. It's actually at 100K. I sold most of my position here because of that deviation. I just measured that high to that low and then threw a deviation on it. That's definitely my best trade I ever took. So I didn't, before that moment, I didn't call myself a Bitcoin guy. I still don't think I'm a Bitcoin guy until I start seeing things in the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is really good on the weekly and on the daily. And so I'm like able to, I guess it just responds really well to like rebalancing price ranges and it's just predictable fib responses is just super predictable on these dailies and weeklies. It's kind of, I think I am starting to enjoy Bitcoin a lot. I'm usually a gold and Nasdaq guy, but you got to be kind of schizophrenic to trade gold, and Nasdaq is just a bull. The indices, stocks, when they get in that mode, it's just there ain't no reading. It's just buy. But this is really technical of a chart. Like even this, I didn't mark this balanced price range, but you got the bearish motion, and then like it just rebalances, if not 99% of that price range, if not 100, and then it immediately goes back where to complete the low once again, and then it just, I was watching all this and I'm seeing all this, and I marked this out when we were trading up here the next week from my entry, and I marked this out. And so when we were coming down, when we did all this, and failed to close above the ranges. And we had, when you start failing to close above the range, candle range theory says that you would start targeting the lows of that range, and then imbalance, rebalance, selling above the highs of the range, and targeting the lows. And I kind of was just like knowing, I was like, oh yeah, I wouldn't have marked that for a reason. This one is just too high up. You would want to get the lower orders down here. I don't know. That was just my thought process. If anybody cared about it, anybody who was there at the time was knowing. That's where I got a lot of my followers from. But that's pretty much. And then, these are um, some of my hieroglyphs left behind on the rally, right? Breakpoint number one, little sweeping of the low, imbalance right there. There wasn't a full correction, but at the highest candle, you can sweep that low. If there's enough orders there, you can just keep chugging along. And that's pretty much what happened. Got another CRT right here. These are some of the remnants, of course, of markups left behind. You got powerful type of liquidity, type of real strange algorithmic liquidity levels, and certain little things like this expected. That's why I call it a reaper, and that's why you say watch for the reaper, because you see like really like strict, like how the body stopped at that midline of you, like you wouldn't even think to like mark that candle right there and mark its body and then think that the 50%, that's why the markup is situated the way it is, has the red dash in it, because you start seeing like strange, like how it hit it right there. Like it's just really strange. Like you'll see some strange stuff, but all the hieroglyphs on this chart, it's really neat. And you can just you can almost like, if I didn't make these markups, I'm the type of person I would like stop this video and like kind of pause it to see like, yo, like, hold on, wait, what now? Like, what? Like, I would be very intrigued as to why someone will mark that and then expect it to do that. You see, all my markups don't have. I mean, I can put midlines obviously in all these markups, but this Reaper markup is just super crazy. It's still crazy to me. I hate looking at it. Actually, some of the stuff on the charts is so crazy. And you got your previous all-time high again. This was one of the previous key levels from here, and then it retraced, and then obviously right using that level, and then so we'll keep that marked. That's 109.37102, as it says on this chart anyway. You got a deviation here, our last completed deviation, the kind of a range test break, pull back into a balanced price range. I don't have it marked, but yeah, this was the deviation here that I was interested in. It was a clean pull into the rebalance into this block's body. Again, previous bearish body in this range, the lowest bearish body in this range. Boom, we come back above it forcibly. That is a defined reaction. So this should act as a support level plus the BPR balanced price range. And then what do you know? We get another impulse and we take off into that deviation run. 1.78, 3, and 4 were hit with no issue. 4 is usually always hit with no issue after a rebalance. Usually that's how you know you're in a healthy continuation state. Unfortunately for this one, this was an imbalance, but it just directly closed beyond the imbalance range. That's not what you usually want to see if you're bullish. When we've seen this on this day, this highest candle's low. It's a long wick. Like I said, I didn't really say it, but the long wicks at the top of the range, you can usually get back to that wick pretty easily, as we call it, a rejection type of formation more than a candle body. Candle body has a little more action inside of it. This wick is just basically telling you like there are orders here, basically, that need rectification. But that's pretty much where I'm at with this chart. I mean, I do expect it to kind of pull back into this a little bit. This is just too much of sharp price action, and the whole crypto market needs to kind of, we're getting that bearish. We're getting bearish responses above highs, and that's pretty much what I'm seeing and as a consistent in this range. Of course, we would have to close below this mother candle's range to see how it would use it as resistance if it does, because I do expect it to build some resistance. There's just a lot of bulls hanging on right now. Where are we at? 10 minutes. Great. It is time to carry on. We have pretty much reached. I don't talk much about the volume profile. The volume profile pretty much mirrors what I'm looking at usually in most instances, like how this low, right, this is below this low is pending bullish. It's like just a lot of bullish here. And then here's where we would expect mitigation, right? This was an exchange zone in this wick and then in this wick, right? So that's an exchange zone. We may expect bears. These are trapped bears. Like all this red here is just trapped bears. And that's where you get the liquidity to make the longs in bulk, right? Huge money can't make any longs in bulk till they see this, till they get this, and then they can do their thing. So that's pretty much that. Point of control is 104. That's where all the bulk of the orders is. It remains around this area. But I don't know. A lot of people will say you can easily come back down to the value area highs, right? Where that peak of order flow starts. You can usually come back. That would be a test of the previous result. That would be hella liquidity exchange and a full rebalance of the range. That would be very interesting to see it fully rebalance this range. But as for right now, we kind of stay in our lane. If I had to make a call right now, I would say there's no call. We're not getting any definitive closes. This low is being used as a strict buy point right now for whatever reason. So which means we need to revisit highs and then we need to just shake some of these orders off, take profit of some of these longs, and then we need to start building more shorts if we want to come back to the bottom of this range. That's pretty much it. I would like to see us complete this candle range high right here and grab all the orders out of it, and then plummet. That's what I would like to see. That could happen here as well. So I would just like to see. I would like to see some bearish activity and rebalance. As you guys know, I'm the rebalance guy. I would love to see this be corrected because there's no reason if we correct it for us to come back down. If we do correct it and then start printing bullish closes. So that's about it. You can go ahead and share that with somebody, but that was pretty fun. Been looking at this chart for a while and the rest of the charts as well. I could do ether inside of this as well as a backup because ether has been carrying the market. I'll actually put ether here at the end here as a bonus for this read. Why is that there? Where's my symbol at? Anyway, ether has been carrying the market. As we see, we've been really bullish below lows. We're pretty much about done testing this level. I can pretty much say that this is definitely been a power transaction inside of this bullish order block. Because look at this. I pretty much said that it would be an easy transaction to get back to this high. I think that's what I said. That is what I said. You fail to close below the low of the mother candle, and you fail to close below this low as well. So this high should easily be targeted. You fail to close below this low. This high should easily. This is the easiest of highs, right? You sweep it slow, then come back. Then you have this mother candle as well here. This range high should be easy to get to. This is ether though. I mean, ether is just a rocket right now, and we have clear buy side targets in ether. We have clear bearish mitigating those levels. There's bearish orders that were just trapped here. We didn't even make it to this bearish node. These people are still just hoping for life. I mean, they'll get their day if they hold. If you got to count to hold it, you might get your day. You might just get another bullish imbalance and a retest correction of that, and then just take off. People are eyeballing 10K on this. Can you believe that? But that's pretty much it. Ether's carrying the market here, and that's all I have right now. I'm gonna get some rest. I'll see you guys in the morning.